Hello, welcome back. Last time I got to this checkpoint in Rapid Fortification, and I'm not sure how much the rest of this is going to take, but I think there's a chance we might just see what's on the other side of this door today. Or maybe I'm underestimating how much is left. I could almost take the Slayer right now, if I were there, and had a whole bunch of keys I don't currently have. Anyway, yeah, so with all the stuff I did, it's at this stage that it's become clear which of my choices, some of them that I made a long time ago, were the wrong ones. I think I wanted to take this gem a lot earlier, like as soon as I possibly could without worrying about the shield. I also think I wanted to take the shield a lot earlier, maybe. And spending this key, taking the damage may have been better because I really only went this way once. Yeah, so like this section and this section and this section can all kind of be considered one isolated place. By the time I get back here, I have the opportunity to have the shield already. So just treating like this side as one thing and that side as a little isolated island that I visit once to go talk to Bethro, and then never again until I have the shield. Might make more sense. Anyway, but like there's the amount that I have to optimize just to get through this door, and there's the amount that I optimize just because I feel like it to get a higher score, as if I cared about that. But just because like I see that I can do things and I want to do things. And those are two different things. So it should be fine to at least drop like this trapdoor and not worry about the rest, right? Where could I go wrong if I did that? This is just stuff to kill. Like, I can just mostly ignore this room unless I'm after Greckles, which I probably will be at some point. But there's, like, nothing to do here. Oh! It's a crate so I can hop over the door, that's why the... Okay, that's what I was having trouble parsing. I see. If I fought the Omplic, then I could hop over this and save a green key. My green key budget allows for just opening this door. But I mean, if there's one I don't have to collect... Did I budget for this door? Probably. I do have a green key on me, but I would need a second one to collect the shield. I wish to collect that shield. Okay, so if I were to ask it this way, 5 shovels and... 1... 2... 5 shovels, 2 hits totaling 130, 1 fight totaling 575. Is that an acceptable price to save a green key? The answer is quite obvious, yes, totally. How could it not be? I won't want this crate for anything else, that's its only real use. So yeah, unless... Plus 15... Just the 2, I won't be fighting those, I'm not taking their money. Okay, but I want another green key before I go there. This room is not the place where I want to get one of those. This room could be eventually, but not now. Maybe once I have the shield. Sure. Alright, let's fetch a green key. Then I could have the shield, and that opens up an option or two. Not a huge amount. So, easiest green key. Are there any in a previous level? I think I took them already. I guess I should check. I know in the level before that... Is there one in the shop? There is one in the shop. 120, I think? 150... No. No, 250 is what my price chart says. And that's going to be the only one, right? On the previous level, there's one locked behind a door and a driller. Oh, and also just a driller, whose sword I would take some damage from, but that is clearly the right choice if I'm looking for a green key now. The sum damage is like 20 or something. These guards I will probably pop for the Greckles eventually. Those, the security eyes are getting very close to free. Did I take this key already? No, I see the room is gold. No, it did not. Okay. Anyway, yeah, if I have use for it, I'm gonna... So what will I take? 15. But just once if I do it that way. Okay. 15 damage for a green key. That is a really good deal. This is quicker. Oops. Next to the guy who looks really important. As soon as those security eyes are free, I can open up a better shortcut here. It's gonna take another 15 defense before that happens. But that will happen. And what I'm doing here is part of that process. Okay, 2 green keys in hand. Return all the way to... Up. Left. Left, down. This room. Okay. 1. 2. Stab. I could have not taken the grapple at this point, which would have changed how that part played out.
If you want some protection from Amplich, then I have quite the deal for you.
You know what? I just went and got a... I just went and got a green key when I was hopping over this door, so I didn't have to spend a green key, so I already had what I needed. Alright, well, you know what? I'm not going back. Yep, that sort of thing will happen. Don't worry about it. It's inevitable. Oh right, this is my first step into this room. Okay, so auto-saved. I'm gonna make my own. So that's the amount of optimization I could do there if I'm desperate to reclaim 15 health. Then reload to whatever's one before there. Okay, this room. There's a Rochi bonus in here if I decide to go there, but there's this man in the way. How do I open these? Okay, so we got a decoy gauntlet here. I suppose the right choice is just to take their stabs. I got the shield. Now, does the shield on its own do anything for me? It makes that blue key more available, which is nice. Ah, it gets me this green key, not immediately, but with 1 dig, which is pretty nice. Oh, and do I want to enter this room from the east eventually for that attack? Okay, 4 attack and a whole lot of keys maybe within reach. You don't seem especially relevant at the moment. You I've rendered completely irrelevant. Not true. If I want that green key, I'll be going through there. Other things don't have... Yeah, you were always irrelevant. That's already done. Yeah, so this shield doesn't do that much for me, but it will do a few things. Ah, I can take this potion. I spent a green key for a 200 potion. Well, I mean, it's going to be relevant right here. Like, right now, this is the thing. 5 hits plus 3 hits... Can I snag a couple of more Greckles and buy... No, it's 600 per stat. A couple of more Greckles. Oh, so I do have to be facing at least somewhat in your direction. Okay, that's how it works. Anyway. Yeah, this is the way forward. That's hard to see because it blends into the wall there. Just gonna take this damage. And, right, Rochi can help somehow. How does this work? I need to deposit you here. Extract you there and do this. Thanks, Rochi. I gotcha. Oh, hey, check it out. Another... What's this about? I guess if I drop trapdoors, that will close. Okay, I would like this now, probably. I would like that soon, probably. I have a lot of shovels. A certainly would prefer to have the defense before I... Yeah, I'm not opening that. I'm digging and fighting. Plus 15, that's okay. And do I go across the construct bridge? Seems reasonably likely. Yeah, because unless I spend this green key, that's the only way that it goes. Now, spending the green key... I don't entirely hate the idea, but I think I want to get this gem before I go anywhere. Do I want any of those yellow keys? Probably? Except this mean man is in the way. Well, I have the health to spend, but I need it for the Slayer, and I might have to fight this serpent too. When do I open a shortcut? Here? Okay. So just through this door. I am in need of a yellow key right this second. There are cheaper ones than this. I don't have to block my things at the moment. Okay. Do I expect to get any more defense or 10 more attack before I fight you? Wait, I don't have to fight you. What am I talking about? Just do that. There we go. Okay, and I'll come back for the rest of the treasures here later, probably. So dropping all the trapdoors is kind of rude about this door. I remember this place being an issue. I kind of lost access to this place after a time. You want to really mess yourself up? Do this. Then you just get sad and not be able to go anywhere. Why would you do that, though? I have this green key. Just to not have to think about all the stuff that's going on here, it might be acceptable to spend that. So I'm going to just speculatively do it, and not worry about it anymore. So I require at least one more yellow key. To get one of those, there are several different ways. What's a good one? I got a few more stats, let's see. So, security eyes, still not yet free, but getting close. There aren't any here. Alright, so I'm looking for an inexpensive yellow key. I am thinking of this spot that I have already raided. 104, that's pretty good. Is there better? This pays me back, and it is pretty much time to do it. So I think, since I desire a yellow key and I like this spot... Do I? Yeah. Yes, I certainly do. Look at all those goodies. Sure, I'll be fighting the skippers. That's fine. All of these, plus however many attack numbers, are very, very high. These thresholds will not be crossed, except maybe at the very end. And yeah, this is already zeroed, so this one's irrelevant. So the lowest one that matters is 26. Yeah, this is a great time for this. I could keep looking at things, but I'm happy enough with just having spotted that one. Except this is a simple 62 for that, and then I get to pop some things and get closer to more stats. Okay, I accidentally looked at a second one and it was more appealing. Yeah, I think this is actually better. Water skipper got popped. Those things are happening. I'll be digging to that blue key, I guess? I think that's the plan. Or just leaving it there, because I don't know if I need it at all. I will not be taking these potions, and that was less popping of monsters than I expected, actually. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking, actually. Let's just check other yellow keys that exist. That is a good deal, but I'm not ready to spend my greens yet on such a thing. I don't want to spend money. There's those. 138 for 2. 104 for 1. 60 something for 1. This is not just 61 for 1 because you're there. That's green, not yellow. That doesn't count. Okay, I kept looking. This is still the best spot. Okay. Yellow key has been acquired. Every time. I'm using that to do... what now? Will I immediately need another? I didn't look very far ahead. I will not before a shortcut is open, and at the very least I want that convenience. No, this way. Oh, by the way, since I'm here, it costs me a shovel to get this. I accept that cost, except, like, I don't need that yet, but, you know, I want to just have it. Just so that it's there. Okay, so, no, this way. Shortcut is open. This way has stats for dig. I want to dig to those stats now. It will take... 50? 60. 60 shovels. Alright, let's get to 60 shovels. And around the time I have 60 shovels, I suspect I will also have about 600 greckles, so I can get 2 shield gems at once. And an attack. Or 2 attack gems at once and a shield. Alright, here are shovels that don't cost too much. Here are more shovels that cost the same amount. I'm looking to get to 60? I think that's the number I said. So from where I am, I need another 19. And this is only 15. I mean, I could do it. So 15 shovels for 62, pretty good deal. 18 is one short of 19, and also I have to spend some to get in. Ah, now there's this spot again. But if I'm about to get defense, it would be much better to get it before doing this, because this is a bunch of hits I will be taking. Not great. This spot was actually surprisingly okay at one point, I thought. Okay, so I think I had my choices, and they were... wait, hang on. There was also... Tell me again about... I got to the end of the music perfectly. Tell me again about this room. Blue for 40. Yellow for 8, then green for... 30. I'd rather fight right now. I don't have a lot of keys in my pockets. So, best spot was here, and then I need one more after that. Just for a couple of extra. I mean, this is the second best spot, isn't it? Spider's 44. I only need 4 more shovels, actually. So if I can get a shovel and something else... Well, yeah, 4 and something else is better than a whole lot of shovels and nothing else, is what I'm trying to say. I could go here. Hitting me 4 times for a small amount, so defense is going to be valuable. I'd rather not. Alright, let's keep it simple. Let's just take this one. Alright, so get those stats. Great. Okay. And I did not land at 600 greckles yet. I will need to go through here or key some doors. So my health Still is not enough to fight the Slayer, of course. I am going to need to start collecting green keys. Oh, I might need some shovels for this if I'm avoiding those two doors. I did plan to do that. I think... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's another 50. A blue key used here very nearly opens the equivalent of both of those green doors. So I think I want to use a blue key on the 40 shovels to go through here and then bring 10 shovels of my own. Though I may be able to just find enough shovels for that. Looks like I bought one attack here. The amount of defense I got, I don't think gets me over any particularly important thresholds. Sorry, 193, that's the number. The next one wouldn't either. I'm thinking of free security eyes. But okay, I can start thinking about keys now. Oh, this beam is still a problem for fighting that. I guess if I open this and dig here, I could avoid it. Don't really like that option very much, but it is one. Okay, let's go on a key hunt and interrupt it as soon as I have... soon as I have 600 Greckles. First of all, there's a blue key. That's going to take some digging to get to, which I'm going to use to buy more shovels, huh? Okay. 17 shovels for a blue key is a very reasonable price. Not a problem there. Is anything free right now? I just claimed some defense. I'd still like to get more before I do this, since I'm about to buy some. I want to hold off. Alright, so I'm hunting for keys. I can buy one on the previous level, and it is green and it costs 250. That's the only one from there. There's a green key for 88 here, which sounds great. Let's do that. Although Gel Baby hit count was high-ish, wasn't it? It's still at 4. I'd prefer to hold off on you. What about the Water Skipper? Hit count is lower, and I get 2 yellow. Right. Doing it. How many yellow am I after? 3, I think, was the required number. Unless I want to avoid some of those fights. Now, there was one room in between that I'm not currently thinking about. And that's this one. I don't know what I want to do here. This might be a bunch of blue keys cached in. There are stats here. And green keys. Oh. Okay. Well, anyway, there's also a yellow door here. That one's unavoidable no matter what. Alright, so I need absolute minimum 4 yellow keys, 3 green keys, then either 2 more green keys or 50 shovels. 4 yellow, 3 green. If I'm not at those numbers, don't stop collecting. So... places where I want to look for that. Is it your time? Not yet. How much did that actually drop? 16? Not currently going to say that's worth a shovel. Okay, there's a room with a couple of keys here, just one. Tar Babies hit me twice. That's a perfectly reasonable green key to get. I will do it now. I can't get there from here, can I? Nope! Where is that? Here. How much money do you carry? One short of how much I need. Alright, so... I still need another green. What's this room's status? You for shovels. Okay, I will want those, yes. I can kill this guy who hits me how many times? 1. Perfect. Do it. If it was more, I might reconsider, but since it's 1, I'm doing it now. Alright. Buy... something. Oh, I'm here. I don't want to be here. Goodbye, Defens. Because I'm doing stuff now, just in case, I will save first. There's probably a gem sitting on the ground somewhere that I'm just not thinking about. Right, do that, 4 def. With the 4 def, I want to finish what I was just doing a second ago. Because I do like that spot, and I do want to clean it out. Because there's no more defense that's going to fall into my pocket particularly soon, except there sort of is in that room with the red serpent. How many hits do I take here? 8? That's nothing. And I suppose I should really... 10 Greckles? Yeah, I should probably just take those hits instead of fighting. Because I get to avoid... I get to avoid 1? Okay, do I want 10 Greckles for taking 38 damage? I think that is an acceptable deal, yes. Because otherwise, I would take 1 hit fewer by doing this, and I would get none of the money. And I would like to fight you, actually. I guess I could do this. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I'll meet you halfway. Okay, so... that is cleared out. I still don't have 4 yellow keys or 3 green keys. I'm 1 short on both. There is a yellow key here. Defense is not immediately on the horizon. No, hold on. Okay, so I need to know what I'm doing with that room with the... before the one with the red snake in it. Serpent, that's what they're called. Right here. This gauntlet. Do I fight or do I key? +2 to improve Goblin Mercenary, +2 to improve Construct. If I'm fighting, I want more attack first. Is there not a power gem available here somewhere that I'm just not taking? Or am I... yes, it's here. It is behind a Construct. This room has a lot of goodies in it. There's a yellow key here that's pretty cheap, actually. Decoy's only hitting me twice these days. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Okay, yeah, so what am I doing in this room? Either collect keys or... okay, how many blue keys do I need? 1, 2, 3? Is that how I want to do it? Well, this would be a silly route to take. Well, not necessarily. No, it's not as bad as it looks. I don't think I want to spend that many. This would blow my green budget, and this might blow my yellow budget. I'm gonna open this door and maybe, like, what, kill that from the front and go here? I get 2 green back for that, which is neat. If I wanted to just open all these doors and still have a blue left over for that, I could probably do it. I probably could not do that and also open this door, though. Okay, so blue key count total remaining. 1. 2. It's 3, isn't it? Yeah, the previous level there's 1 in the shop. It is 3. Okay. 3 blue keys remain. 6. And you are still hitting me twice. The next shield gem, I can finally pop that thing. I can pop you. When I get back over there, I'll do it. And you, yeah, okay, so Roach Queen's completely free. Can sweep up that health, etc. Alright, so 200 defense makes this level look nice. So it's 3. 3 blue keys left. I'm on the wrong level. Unless I've missed some one somewhere. One of them does cost money, so be aware. Green, yellow, yellow, green. So really it's just yellow, yellow because of the refund here. Yeah, 2 yellow keys on this totally makes sense to me. If I'm doing that, I don't want to increase my yellow pressure by doing this. So I will fight here. That means since there are 2 plus 2s here, I desire 1 more attack before going here. So that means I want this gem. And as soon as I have that gem, I'm ready to claim these stats. Okay. Then I can decide, decide between yellow-green and 1 blue. Well, I think that choice is pretty obvious. Okay, yeah, this would be such a silly route, wouldn't it? No, that completely makes sense. Because you're never going to get cheap enough to fight, especially from the tail. That would take 5 fights of 27-27? Well, I'm not doing that. Okay. So then total yellow keys required, and green. Total yellow and green keys required for this is... 7 yellow, 4 green. Okay, 7 yellow, 4 green is my target. And during that process I want to also have gotten another power gem, the last of which on the ground is here. As far as I know, unless I'm missing one somewhere else. But anyway, I need to make my way to that room. I'm not paying much attention to shovels, and I think that's fine. That's how I normally play it, and it seems to work out, so far at least. What are those keys? Buried behind some things I'm not ready to fight yet. Alright, so Altlick, you can just stay right where and how you are. I'm gonna dig those. I'd write coordinates, but I don't know them off the top of my head. So if I'm looking for this gem, it'd be silly to go this way and spend a yellow key when I could go this way and... yeah, no, I see the reason. Trapdoors there mean... I'd have to at least fight this construct. Now, constructs improve with more attack. I won't be buying it because I don't have enough money right now. I think I just fight you, take this, fight those other things, and then worry about the rest of this later, because I'm not imminently spending a blue key. Now, if I'm doing these things... oh, hold up. I've just budgeted such that I have 2 spare blue keys. I looked at the potential of opening 4 blue doors, saw I had 3 blue keys, then rebudgeted so I'm only opening 1 blue door. Well, you know what? I can put this one back in the budget. But if I'm doing that, then should I not... also route in another one just so that I can make some use of it? Okay, which of these saves me the most non-blue keys? This saves me nothing unless I kill the serpent, which I don't want to do. This saves me... 1 yellow key? Well, these ain't useful. Therefore, I have a spare blue key. Okay, I don't have to collect all the blue keys because I have an extra. Okay. I have 1 extra blue key and nothing to do with it. Unless I do want to use it to save that 1 yellow key. And I don't really. Or I could just not open this... well, okay, this is 40. And this is also 40. So a yellow and a green gives me the same amount of shovels as one blue here. One yellow, one green. If it were an either or thing, then yeah, maybe I do want blue here, and last blue goes there. Then I don't open the shovel thing. I've optimized health enough that this is not going to be required for me. I'm quite certain. In fact, I can take this layer almost now. I still gotta go through this gauntlet though. That's fine. I'm collecting attack for it. Where am I? I'm standing in this room. Yeah, that +2 is annoying. Yeah, 2 +2s is really annoying. If there are 2 +2s here, then actually it's better to do it the other way. What I'm doing here makes no sense. Because I fight 2 +2s here and immediately get more stats. The other way... And not only do I get attack, I also get defense. Yeah, this is better. Because yeah, it's a goblin and a construct anyway, and the pirate doesn't change with these things. But now I have to make key decisions. That's a difference. That's okay. I have the green and yellow keys to go the non-blue route, which would mean I could blue my way to shovels, and that's really it. Okay, but the blue keys have costs associated. The yellow and green keys are in my pocket now. I'm gonna do that. But I did make a save documenting what I did in case it ends up mattering. Oh, hang on! Oh, I was wrong! I do use one of these unless I fight the serpent. My routing was incorrect. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm good. This is correct because I want to open one of these anyway to get through here. Okay, so I will use all the blue keys. And I'm gonna need some more yellow, some more green. Security eyes are now free. Okay, so I'll do final cleanup next time and actually see what's in here, because I think I'm pretty much ready for it. There's not a lot standing in my way. Good stuff. I will see you then.